I don't know about you, but I talk to a lot of men my age, like in their 30s, going on 40s. I feel like a lot of people hit that stage in their life where things just don't feel exciting anymore. Like you don't feel aligned. You feel like something missing in your life. Like everything you've been doing up to this point has gotten you here, but it feels stagnant. Your life, it just feels like you deserve more, like you need more to fuel you, to give you that energy. Because I struggle with this myself. In my late 20s, early 30s, I held on to an identity that I know I needed to let go years ago, but I held on to it for so long. And then I eventually leaned into me becoming the person I envisioned myself becoming. I began to start putting myself out there, began doing the things I felt like would embarrass me. That's what brought me here today. That's what put me in front of your screen right now. And I know it can get scary when you enter this phase of your life because you have security, you have a life to think about. You can't just up and leave. Some people even have families that they have to consider. And that's the scary part, and that's where a lot of people remain stuck. But the real thing is that identity. You don't necessarily have to let it go, but you have to learn to open the door to new things. You have to be open to trying something new. You have to be open to failure, open to not knowing. You have more questions than you do answers. And then that can be intimidating. That can take a shot at your ego. It can take a shot at your confidence because you've been living so long attached to this identity that no longer serves you. It's probably been like this for years too, where you was used to being this one person in your 20s, used to being this one person early 30s, and now you hit this plateau where that no longer fits you anymore. But I want you to think about it like this. Understand that your life is a book. Your life is a book. It's continuing every single day. You're writing a story. And right now it's just that chapter is closing, but you're trying to keep it open. You're trying to keep that chapter open because that's what you're used to. That's what you're comfortable with. And I want to encourage you, don't be afraid to close that chapter because this is not the ending of your book. This is just the continuance of it. That's just a version of you that you can carry with you. That's a version of you and skills that can't be taken away from you that you could take into this next chapter of your life. And as you enter into this new chapter and lean into it, don't be afraid to try anything new. Try things that you've always thought about, things that were exciting to you, things that you found interesting. Go ahead and learn about those things because now that you have more knowledge, you have more life experience. That's one thing that you have. You done been through some things. You done experienced life a little bit. So now you know how to maneuver these obstacles a little bit better. That's your advantage that you have over everyone else. And I know it can get a little confusing because you're no longer who you are, but you're not fully who you're becoming yet. But let me give you this right here. You're already who you need to be. You're exactly who you are trying to become. You're constantly becoming in life every single day. But you have to be intentional about your growth so that you don't feel stuck in this chapter. You have to develop the habits, the disciplines, and all the things that you failed to do up to this point. So you have to be okay with change. You have to hold yourself accountable for what you have not done. And that starts with being honest with yourself. The things that we as men are afraid to admit because it's going to take a shot at our ego. It's going to make us seem like we don't know what we're doing. We don't understand life, or we just don't have the answers. And we feel like we always need to be the one to have the answers every time someone comes to us. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay not to know. But what's not okay is to sit there and continue to live the life that you live in and having that feeling occur over and over again. Because eventually you'll fall into depression and you'll begin to live with regrets. One of the biggest things I want you to take away from this is that it's okay to make a shift. It's okay to make a change. It's never too late. So if you're thinking about it, go ahead and make that shift. This is your opportunity to do so. You owe it to you. You don't want to look up a few years later and say, I wish I had done it. Go ahead and make that shift. You don't have to do a drastic change, but go ahead and slowly allow yourself to close out that old chapter of your life and create a new one. So to all my men out there that are struggling with this identity, you ready to make that shift. You just don't have the answers. This is your permission and opportunity to lean more into that. Lean more into that change that you desire to make. Lean more into that person that you want to become, but you just can't let go of that old person. Lean into that and become it. You're not wrong. You're not late. You're right on time. You're exactly where you need to be in this moment. So go out there and commit to yourself to becoming that person. So I'm living proof that you can make a shift. No matter how long you've been in something, it's okay to make that change. You don't owe an explanation to anyone because the results and everything that you do every single day will speak for you. So before we get out of here, I want you to check out this video right here that's talking about every single path that we choose is gonna have some type of obstacles. So choose your path. It goes right along with this video here, and we want to focus on your growth because we know you deserve to live a fulfilling life. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I look forward to meeting you and helping you continue to grow on your journey. Go out there, continue to be great. And remember, everybody is greatest within, even you.